What's up, Army? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. I hope you're doing well. I really do hope you're doing well. And if not, I hope there's something in this message specifically for you, even if it's just one sentence. I hope there's something here that will help you. I'm just going to get into it. It's taken me a while to come on here. I was going to come on here earlier and I closed my eyes just to rest for a minute. My intention was not to fall asleep, but I did. I fell asleep. But as I was falling asleep, I smelled smoke and I got this image of somebody. I've gotten this so many times, this fire magic reference. I don't know what that means. I don't know what people do with fire, but I was seeing somebody like they had a fire in front of them. It was, I guess it was like a fire pit, but it was like a cauldron, like a bowl. And they're just like throwing stuff into the fire and it's like spitting back. It was like something out of a movie. I don't know that people actually do this in real life, but I was shown for a reason, whether it be symbolic or literal. But somebody just kept like almost as if they were like throwing gunpowder into a fire. And as I was seeing this, there were sirens going off outside. It's like somebody is literally playing with fire. And it brought me back to a reading I did probably like 3 years ago. I'm not really sure, where there were three energies um working with fire to the point that like it backfires on them. It's like the name of that reading was something to the effect of like these three little pigs need to stop before the universe blows their house down, or something like that. I know it's got three little pigs in the title or something to that effect. And that's what the vision that I was getting was reminding me of that reading. It's somebody doesn't know how to stop. And there's so much hatred and so much anger and so much passion and determination put in the wrong direction that it's sad. To me it is, anyway. It's sad that somebody can be so focused on, it just feels like I don't know how to describe it. It's easy to say that somebody's so focused on destroying another person, right? But this energy, this person, these people have really lost sight of themselves. They're being driven to do something, to destroy something or someone, to the point that they can't, like, it's like it's passion and determination are two beautiful aspects of human nature, right? And there's this energy of it's a split energy where there is an energy on this side saying, I've come this far, I'm not going to give up now. On the positive side, on the positive side of wanting to accomplish something, a goal, a dream, a passion, something that you can't let go of because it's in your heart. And then on the flip side, there's something, I've gone this far, I can't give up. But in this negative aspect, in this aspect of not building themselves up, not loving themselves, not it's this hatred. There's love on this side, love for self, love for wanting to make a difference. Both sides want to make a difference, but both sides are guided by polar opposites. Does that make sense? So as I was clearing my space and coming into this reading, I was guided to two things. I was guided to pink Himalayan salt and the color pink in general. I have little tea lights. One that I put, I don't know if you can see, I have a little seashell candle holder that one of the kids on my bus gave me. Anyway, the candles that came with is pink sands. And I was first guided to the pink Himalayan salt, and then I was guided to use that candle holder with the pink candles. And then Spirit was handing me something, and it was the rose quartz here. So pink is significant right now. Pink is unconditional love. Pink is balance between spirit and physical. But pink is also self-love. Self-love is a very important thing always, but it's being emphasized right now. Spirit is emphasizing self-love right now. When I picked this up and I looked at the point, I saw like somebody carving initials into a tree. There's this I'm hearing now written in the books of history. There's this love, this like movie love, this mutual respect. I keep hearing going down in history. I keep hearing that. It's like The Notebook. It's like, the greatest love story. Spirit just keeps saying the same thing going down in history and the greatest love story. So I don't know what that is. I was also drawn to this stone that I have. I have no idea what it is, honestly, but it does have pink in it. And I was looking through my stuff to try and find the card that has this stone. I was told once that there's an app that you can get that like you can just like take a picture of the stone and it automatically identifies it, but I don't remember what it's called, like Find My Rock or something. I don't remember what it's called, so I can't use it. Anyway, so as I was looking through my stuff, I found these affirmations. I actually have a whole pile of them, but these I didn't store them away in the pile, so I found them to be significant. This one says open up to the world of inner peace and self-love. This one says it's all about keeping it simple and doing it well, and that's what I do easily and routinely. Not making things so complicated. Keep it simple. My body is perfect the way that it is, and I honor it in this state. Again, more self-love, more accepting of self. If you hate the conditions that exist, the conditions persist. My struggles are opportunities to grow. Again, this is more self-love, more self-acceptance, and more recognizing that things are happening for you, not to you. And the last one is compassion is a force of nature that transforms everyone it touches. A lot of times, how do I explain that, Spirit? Having compassion for other people is what shows them I'm sorry. It's Spirit is giving me a lot all at once, and I'm trying to. It's easy to look at somebody and what they've done and dehumanize them. It's easy to look at somebody and say, you're not chosen, or you're not this, or you're not that. Are there people that refuse to change? Are there people that give in to their shadow? Going back to the beginning example with whoever's throwing, all kinds of crazy, wild stuff into a fire thinking it's going to make a difference. Hurt people. And it does more for the collective to look at them or to recognize that they're coming from a hurt space than it does to judge and hate. Because when we judge and hate, that's us giving in to our own fears, our own dark side. That's us not having compassion. The way I've been shown things, some people agree, some people disagree. That's fine. I believe it's all true. It's all true because the possibilities in this existence are infinite, right? So it's all true. But from my perspective, we're a human collective. We're like a super brain that connects all of us. And what keeps us disconnected, what keeps us from having compassion for each other, what keeps us from understanding each other is pointing fingers and almost condemning people to not having a better life. Words are spells, and we're all here to experience things in different ways. So who's to say that the person that hurt you didn't come here to do that so you can learn to love yourself? We can't judge another person's journey. We can only be responsible for ourselves. And if one person can change, anybody can change. And that's not to say that crimes shouldn't be punished. That's not to say that people shouldn't be held accountable for their actions. That's not to say that people that go against human God-given rights aren't wrong. That's not that does it doesn't mean any of that. Taking a higher perspective on other people gives them grace. There's that saying, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Somebody can live their entire life refusing to heal, living in the dark, obsessing over their own pain, replaying stories of the past just over and over and over again, and they can hear one thing that can spark them to change their entire experience, that can spark them to say, I have a choice, because we all have a choice. And part of awakening, part of growing in awareness, part of learning from your own mistakes, part of healing yourself is to help people that don't know how to do it. Being enlightened and awakened and aware and all of these things is not about let's all the enlightened people click together and let's just click together and point at all the people that aren't awakened and make fun of them, and you're so asleep and you're a robot and you're this and you're that. How would that make sense? The light is supposed to be spread and shared. It's like all the rich people in the world, they only spend money on each other and they never give any money or help anyone else out beneath them. They never reach out a helping hand to those who don't have money. They never reach out a helping hand to someone who doesn't have. They never do it. They just keep all the money. Well, I'm not saying this is what happens. This is just an example. They just keep all the money up here and everybody down here suffers, and they're like, ha ha, you have no money. You have no, like, it's the same thing with spiritual wealth. It's meant to be shared. It's meant to be shared. And for anyone to sit in a position and say, oh, I have God and you don't, is missing the point. Everybody has God. The only thing that keeps them in the dark is the belief that they don't. The belief that they've done so much wrong in their lives that they'll never be forgiven. The belief that they don't deserve love. And the belief that they're not worthy. And to sit in a position of awareness and confirm that for them is your darkness, is your shadow. That separation, however you want to view it, that separation of us versus them, me versus you, I'm better than you, I have this knowledge and I'm not going to share it because you're a bad person. That's part of the problem. Again, I need to reiterate, I'm not making excuses for anyone's behavior. But everybody has the power to change. And when you talk about God, however you want to define God, when you talk about God at the core of every single religion, at the core of every single belief, God is unconditional love. And I've told you guys before that I've read and watched, like, I can't even tell you how many near-death experiences at this point in my life. And it doesn't matter what a person's life path was when they had this experience. They were never judged on the other side. They were never judged on the other side. And their experiences woke them up and brought them back as a different person. Some people need a near-death experience to wake the fuck up. None of us are better than the other. And none of us have less of God willing to forgive us. A punishing God, a jealous God, a vengeful God. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like love to me. That sounds more like the dark. Having compassion for other people and not putting yourself on a pedestal above people who make mistakes, who you don't know where they came from or what they've been through or what they had to fight through. Again, no excuses. Everybody is accountable for their own actions, but everybody is accountable for their own journey. It's nobody else's job to judge another person's journey. There's this hateful energy that's trying to destroy somebody else, and it's not working, so they just keep trying and trying and trying, and it's still not working, and they don't understand that the answer is to stop and love themselves. We can't force anybody to see the light. We can't force anybody to heal. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can't force anybody to be different. You can't force anybody to take accountability for their own actions. I mean, legally, you can, but it's up to that person to admit their wrongs. To say, you know what, I was wrong for that. Some people never do. but that doesn't make them any less human. It's all for the learning. It's all for growth. It's all for the individual soul's path. And they might not wake up this lifetime, or the next, or the one after that. But that shouldn't stop any of us from planting the seeds of possibility. What was that saying? Hold on. Now I gotta find it. Compassion is a force of nature that transforms everyone it touches. Your compassion just might be the seed that changes somebody else's life. And I guess Spirit really needed to say that. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that was for somebody. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal people. Healed people aren't supposed to turn around and hurt people. It doesn't help anybody. I'm going to close this out there, and I'll come back with some charms and all the things. Spirit wanted to get that out. So, as always, if you're still with me, you're a real one. And I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thanks for being awesome. You're beautiful. I love you.